So, unlike many of the other finding tools, Serial Solutions has a very specific purpose. It's to locate particular issues of journals and magazines. And the situation where you might need to do this is if you've seen a reference or located an article that is at the end, say, of an encyclopedia article. For example, at the moment I'm at the Gale Virtual Reference Library. I've looked up the term metacognition. There is an article in the Encyclopedia of Social Psychology. If I click on the PDF of that, I will see immediately there's where the article begins, and if I page through a bit, I will come to the end of that article, and at the end of that article, right here, right in this area, okay, are further readings. So there's a bibliography, and in fact there's that very first article that you see there is an article that appears in the journal, and you can tell that because you see the word Journal of Experimental Psychology, Learning, Memory, and Cognition. Then it gives you a volume number, an issue number, and a page number. So the question is, do we have that exact article that was published in 1990? We get that information right up there at the top. So, do we have the article published in 1990 in the Journal of Experimental Psychology? Learning, Memory, and Cognition. All right, let's go to Serial Solution, and I've opened it up here, and notice that I typed up here above title equals, then I typed in Journal of Experimental Psychology, and I see down here below, here's the Journal of Experimental Psychology, Learning, Memory, and Cognition. We have only 2003 to 2006. So the answer is no, we don't have it because it's much older than that. And of course, what that means is if you really must get it, is you're going to need to request it through the Interlibrary Loan Service. I do want to point out, of course, that sometimes we'll have a set of, in fact, often we'll have a set of electronic articles in many different databases. So when that's the case, for example, this one, it's a different journal, but it appears in 3 different journals databases. And what becomes important there is to notice, is any of them older, or these actually all began exactly in the same year and ended exactly at the same time 1 year ago. In any case, key point, Serial Solutions is for finding out whether or not we have a particular issue of a journal article in our electronic collection.